one way of looking at it is to say that they have other ways of doing it, so that it's still absolutely essential to those languages. It's just that it doesn't convert very easily as a translation system. You have to find other ways of doing it. We talk about depth psychology or depth grammar with people like Noam Chomsky, if you've ever heard of him. He argues that all human beings have a universal grammar embedded in our minds. It's a biological function that enables us to think as human beings. And that's essentially a logical structure. So he argues that way. There are other folks though that argue, no, that's not the case. The most interesting folks that's argued with him is Everett, and that's in the book Don't Sleep. There are snakes. Daniel Everett is a Christian missionary who's also a linguistics specialist, and he lived a lifetime basically with a village in the Amazon, studying their language, studying their culture, and he's convinced that their language, their way of thinking is incompatible with Noam Chomsky's argument that all human beings have this universal ability. He found a language, a tribe where they don't have that. Very interesting book. Amazing that you take your family and go live in the Amazon that way. However, so that's a real current argument between folks trying to see answers to that question. So what is logic? Get right down to it. It's still an argument over. But we're really not going to look into all of that in this class. That's just today's sort of topic, to talk about logic in general and go into all sorts of things. What we're really going to be doing is much more structured. We're going to assume that the law of identity, the law of non-contradiction, the law of the excluded middle, all are absolute within the complex system of thinking that we use. And so we can kind of compartment what we're doing and say, okay, in Western European languages, this logic works. Right? Maybe it doesn't in Chinese, but we don't have to worry about that for now for this course. Just keep in mind that there might be possible arguments about the universality of logic as we know it, but at least as far as we're concerned, these are axioms that you could accept, although you can't prove them. The neat thing about an axiom is that it's something that everybody has to accept, but you can't prove that it's true. That's where you get faith and reason. Right? Once you accept certain axioms, then you can build a rational system based on it, and it's actually been proved by Kurt Gödel that you can never demonstrate that the axioms of a system are true in that system, but you have to accept that they are true in order to use the system. Right? So 0 is a number. Everything that follows it is a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But can I prove that 0 is a number? Actually, no. But if you don't accept it, you can't do arithmetic. What would you rather do, arithmetic and have a job? Or not do arithmetic and live on a mountain someplace, hoping for donations? Yes, give me arithmetic. Give me that old arithmetic. It was good enough for Moses, it's good enough for me. That could have been fun. Let's take a break. How many of you are coming back, or was that absolutely